What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to another Global Pokemon Society Draft League battle. It's the Semifinals, Season 6, and we got the number 2 seed Boston Braviaries taking on the number 3 seed Memphis Mews. I didn't record this one live because we played pretty late, and this was like a week ago, so I'm finally getting to recording it. You can see we brought some interesting stuff here. It's Trick Room. Your Boston Braviaries lost to this in the regular season at the hands of PSG, and Memphis is even more of a Trick Room team, so I knew it would be tough. We'll have to take a look here how it all kind of came together. I had some interesting strategies here. And we'll kind of talk about them as they become relevant. So he leads out with Dusknoir Jynx. Jynx, so annoying. I kind of overlooked it while preparing for this match. You know, my bad. You know, you're looking at how to prevent and operate in the Trick Room, and obviously he's got Xerneas, which is very annoying, and then you just kind of forget about that Pokemon that, when we won the Season 4 championship, was a huge part of our team. Can do so much between Fake Out and Sleep. One of the strategies that I had, and that's why you see like U-turn on a couple of my guys, is I was thinking if he did the Butterfree Xerneas lead, which he's actually like only done once from what I understand, so maybe I was overplaying into that, but if I U-turned onto the Butterfree, brought out Copperajah, and went for a Choice Spec Sludge Wave, that would KO Xerneas, and in the process KO Butterfree with the Sash broken, if that's what he wanted to bring. So we're going with the G-Max Inteleon here. Obviously the Fake Out into Eternatus is super free. So that's why we switched down to Copperajah, which can at least take that a little bit. And I don't expect to stop the Trick Room here, so I was thinking like, okay, if we get Copperajah out, at least we can operate a little bit in the Trick Room. As you see, the Sash goes down. We do get defense drops onto Dusknoir. The big boy Dusknoir gonna get the Trick Room off. This whole time I was thinking he would be Mental Herb. I don't know why. I should have tested it. Like, if you look at my Grimmsnarl set, it's a very anti-Trick Room Grimmsnarl set. And we just didn't bring it, so. The Will-O-Wisp goes on to Copperajah now. That is a little annoying, but at least we will pick up the KO here onto Jynx. This Copperajah is not the best Trick Room anyway. It doesn't have the min speed that you want. I don't actually have like a lot of Copperajah's bred. But we do get big damage here onto Dusknoir. Get another defense drop. So even with the burn, now it's got 2 defense drops. And we're still hitting with Sheer Force power. So we can try to do something with that. See a lot of turns of Trick Room still. he's gonna Dynamax with the Escavalier. Escavalier is such an annoying Pokemon to play around. Here's the Quake from Escavalier. Goes into Copperajah actually, which I guess we're kind of okay with because Copperajah was being pretty neutered there. Dusknoir with the Poltergeist will get some nice damage onto Inteleon. Inteleon will finish off Dusknoir and get another defense drop here onto Escavalier. So there's 2 turns left of Trick Room. Like at this point we're still in it. They got 2 turns of Trick Room, 2 turns of Dynamax, so really it's all about surviving the Dynamax here. As we see, Primarina is their last one. So we go with Zapdos. This was probably one of the plays where we messed up. If we had gone Eternatus, I think he definitely would have felt compelled to try and max Quake into that slot, so we could have gone a switch into Zapdos. Zapdos does detect though, and we get the 2-sided detect protect. We're reducing our special attack. Inteleon just able to survive here. Zapdos does get a Defiant boost though, which is nice. The problem is though, like, we can try and go for the double here with Zapdos, but it's such a risky play. And like that's what I end up doing, is trying to go for the double here. The switch out doesn't make much sense either, so I think we have to double to finish off this last turn of Trick Room. Like, if we hit, it's great, right? This was maybe a little unnecessary, switching Eternatus. Because if we don't get this detect off, which we fail, it's definitely going to be bad. And we actually see the Quake goes into the Eternatus slot, so barely able to survive. I wonder if this will be another Moonblast, though, which will knock us out most likely. Yeah, there's the knockout. So really unfortunate. If we had hit that detect, or maybe if we had just done the swap to Eternatus instead on that side, been able to take that Moonblast really well. So right now we got 2 really weak Pokemon. Their Escavalier is a Assault Vest, and now it has a it has 2 special defense boosts, right? So that's really unfortunate. As you can see, that's doing nothing, and that's a Life Orb Hydro Pump. Knock off. We'll get to see what item we had going. Yeah, so we were kind of in it. It was really that key turn with the detect on Zapdos and then just like the bad switch. Like we either had to make a better switch or actually like get the 33% chance to get the Protect off. So overall, I don't think it was the wrong play. But I guess the Moonblast makes a lot of sense on his part to split the damage like that, so... This Hatterene, too, is a pretty interesting set. No item, so, you know, when they go for Poltergeist, they don't get it. He runs a Pressure Dusknoir, which is kind of interesting. It's not Frisk. You know, Frisk would give him, like, this sort of, like, free information on stuff. I'm gonna try Copperajah again. I don't know. I kept trying to bring it. I think the problem is you look at his team and they're all slower than Copperajah, so what's, you know, Copperajah doesn't actually have, like, good bulk. So I think definitely, like, Grimmsnarl or Inteleon would have been better. So he goes with the same lead. And the Braviaries, we switch it up a little bit. This time, again, we're expecting the fake out, so we're just going to let it happen. And he actually goes for the Poltergeist, but it doesn't work because we don't have an item. That lets us get the Imprison off, so now he can't Trick Room. Now the Jynx will be able to get some sweet kisses off. Lovely kiss. Our poor boy Eternatus gonna take a little nap. Now he does want to kill the Hatterene though, so it's not the worst thing for us to be asleep, because I don't think he's going to prioritize Eternatus. So the Braviaries, if we can get like a quick one-turn sleep, we should be okay. Again, you can't Trick Room here. I think if we go into Zapdos here, that's not a bad play. No Dynamaxes yet from either side. So he's going to Dynamax the Escavalier, of course. Hoping for a double here into the Hatterene, like a Steel Spike. Oh, he actually goes for the Poltergeist onto Eternatus, who dodges it. And there's the Steel Spike onto Hatterene. Looks like even a second Protect won't be enough here. Eternatus, though, with that dodge and its sleep. Here we're doing pretty well. Denying the Trick Room. Eternatus, though, doesn't get up on that first, but he dodges another Poltergeist. It is crazy. That Steel Spike doing so much damage. Even resistant to Copperajah. You see Copperajah's bulk just really is non-existent. I think, too, we should be thinking about switching out Eternatus back into Hatterene. See, we almost do it there, but not quite. We do wake up, though, so we will get a Spec Shadow Ball. Just not enough to take out Dusknoir. But we will finish off with an Iron Head. Now Max Quake, we'll have to see what slot this goes into. It does go into the Eternatus, who is able to survive, which is pretty huge. Because now we took out his Trick Room user, so we can reset Eternatus if we need to. Let's see what his last one is. So he did bring the same 4. Primarina being his last one. His Dynamax is over. We still have our Dynamax on the Braviary side. So this game is a lot more in our control. Yep, so we're going to switch out Eternatus into Hatterene. Hatterene is just a sack at this point. It did what it had to do. Here's the Drill Run that will take out Hatterene. That'll allow us to bring back out Eternatus. I don't know what my thinking was here. Like why I didn't just do the flamethrower. But Sheer Force, we can't get any flinches anyway. We do get a critical hit though. So I try to throw it there on that last one. Like if he had got the double protect off, would have really sucked for us. So I did my best to throw this game. Like even here, what am I doing? Like I guess I don't want to reveal I have Blaze Kick. Get the Max Knuckle. Doesn't do too much. See here if the superpower is enough. Alright, that does do enough damage, so the Braviaries take game 2. So what do we learn in that one? If we can prevent the Trick Room, our team is a lot better. So what do we decide to do in this last game, this game 3? We decide to ignore those results and just try and go hyper offense. Like this whole game, Grimmsnarl would have been great. You see, we're thinking about it, but we're like, no. Alright, so he does switch it up a little bit here. He goes with Xerneas, who we haven't seen all game. So he tries to match our hyper offense lead with like his own version of hyper offense, which is just, you know, Xerneas setup. No fake out. So he's trying to kiss something. We get a huge Hydra Snipe though. It actually one-shot Xerneas, which is pretty nutty. But Jynx does get the lovely kiss. Now it is faster than us, so we will get our first turn of sleep here. So it'll be really great if we get a wake up. Now the Jynx is faster, so we do need to not only wake up, but like dodging a Jynx kiss here would also be pretty big. So we got a double here, which unfortunately we're letting Trick Room get up. I mean, it's the nature of Jynx. So we do get the dodge. Unfortunately, Zapdos is still asleep. And that's going to allow the Trick Room to get up. Now we really need Zapdos to wake up. Like, there's not really much else we can do. We probably should have kept the double. As we see the Poltergeist get some nice damage onto Zapdos. Zapdos not able to wake up, so a lovely kiss does connect. So now we've lost 3 turns from Zapdos and 1 turn of our Dynamax, which is huge. Right here, I know Zapdos is going to wake up. He actually switches out Jynx, which is pretty smart on his end. Oh, imagine if we had gone for the Blaze Kick there. Very good swap on his part, though. I'm not sure what I'm thinking here with Zapdos. Like, we should switch out into a Copperajah here. Pretty sure. We're gonna go into Eternatus. Not good. Flutterby is nice as we resist both these. It is a special attack drop onto Eternatus. I think what, there's 2 more turns, Trick Room? I think if we had swapped here into Zapdos, because the Max Quake is pretty obvious, we're just kind of giving up Inteleon here. Yeah, there's the Quake. Into Inteleon. Inteleon goes down, unfortunately. And that crit didn't really matter. And finally we see what Dusknoir's item was. It was the Cobra Berry all along. And I think if we had gotten that free switch into Zapdos last turn, we'd be looking a lot better. Because this will be the last turn of the Trick Room. It's just so difficult. So Eternatus should go first here, followed by Copperajah. See some nice damage with the Solvus though, so bulky. Even with the burn, that Iron Head doing huge damage. But Eternatus barely holds on against the Quake. Dusknoir gets another Trick Room up, so very unfortunate. The burn, taking down Eternatus, and yeah, and that second Trick Room really seals it up. Like if we had doubled into Dusknoir that last turn with Shadow Ball, probably would have picked up the KO. Eternatus would have died. Zapdos comes out. We probably have to go for the double attack onto Jynx. So it could either put Zapdos to sleep, and then die to Copperajah, or it could fake out one of them. So the worst case would be Zapdos goes to sleep, right? And then we kill Copperajah, so now it's Zapdos to sleep. Can assume maybe Escavalier going for a drill run onto Copperajah, which would probably KO. Yeah, I don't. Could be interesting, but yeah, make sure to leave a comment what you thought of the battle. Congrats to the Memphis Mews. Made it to the finals. They'll be playing against the Denver Ninetales. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if not subscribed already so you catch the finals for Season 6. We'll be pumping out more content now that this holiday and everything going on is over. You know, more Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl stuff to come for sure. And as always, stay classy, society.